Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Rihanna. This video is a remake of my old Dark Truth video I made on Rihanna. Like I said in my Jay-Z video, I will be remaking some of my old Dark Truth videos to add on to them and improve their quality. Chances are many of you haven't seen this video yet. I made it when I only had a couple thousand subscribers. Now, let's get right into it. The truth is, Rihanna has managed to reach the top of the music industry and become a pop superstar, selling millions of records throughout her career. It has been nothing but a long, luxurious career for Rihanna since the start of it. Rihanna managed to become one of the biggest names in the music industry, all while successfully crossing over to the fashion and beauty world. There is no doubt in anyone's mind that Rihanna made it, but have you ever asked yourself how? If we take a closer look at Rihanna's upbringing, her success story sounds more like a fantasy than a reality. If you're anything like me, you may be asking yourself, how did a teenage Rihanna, who was living in Barbados with no connections whatsoever, end up in a hotel room with a very important music executive who would end up changing her life forever? Well, if you regularly watch this channel, then you should already know the truth is always far more sinister. Join me in this episode as we uncover the dark truth about Rihanna. Rihanna was born on February 20th, 1988 in St. Michael's, Barbados. Rihanna, like many children who grew up in a fourth world country, had a difficult upbringing and made the best with what she had. When she was a child, she would help her father sell clothes on the street in order to make extra money for the family. Rihanna's father was a drunk, and Rihanna would routinely see physical altercations go on between her mother and her father. Rihanna's father also had a serious substance addiction and would go on binges lasting days, throwing him into rages where he would go after Rihanna's mother. Rihanna even claims that she would try to get in between them while her dad was going after her mom. This obviously had a traumatic effect on young Rihanna. When Rihanna was in her teenage years, she would be recruited by a military program where she would eventually become an army cadet. In 2003, she decided she wanted to pursue a music career and formed a girl group with two of her school friends. They managed to get in a hotel room with Evan Rogers, a music producer who just so happened to be in Barbados on vacation. Rogers would have them perform a song in his hotel room where he decided that he was only interested in Rihanna and would meet with her mother the very next day. After Rihanna's mom spoke with Evan, her mother agreed that Rihanna could work on music with him as long as she continued to attend school. Rihanna would end up signing a production deal with Rogers' production company, Syndicated Rhythm. Rihanna would then quickly get to work, creating a 3-song demo that ended up taking a whole year to record. One of those 3 songs was Pawn the Replay, one of her first hit records ever. Rihanna's demo was then shipped off to get shopped around different labels, eventually ending up in the hands of Def Jam Records. 2 A&Rs working at Def Jam Records heard the demo and quickly showed it to no other than Jay-Z himself. In 2005, Rihanna was then flown to New York City, where she would meet with Jay-Z and the rest of the Def Jam Records team. She would perform for the label with them being blown away by her performance. L.A. Reid, the head of the label at the time, told Jay-Z not to let Rihanna leave the building without making her sign the dotted line. Rihanna would sign her first major record deal at exactly 3 a.m. in the morning, and it just so happened to be a 6-album deal. The label then put Rihanna in the studio and started to perfect her debut album for the next few months. The label then decided to release her song Pawn the Replay as the lead single for her upcoming project, and it would land at the number 2 spot on the Billboard charts, marking the start of her long, luxurious music career. This is what you may already know about Rihanna, but the truth is far more sinister. If you're anything like me, then you like to question certain things that just don't seem to make much sense. And Rihanna's upbringing is one of those things. For instance, how does a teenage girl in Barbados with no musical connections or money whatsoever get into a hotel room with an American music producer that just so happened to be connected to Jay-Z? Honestly, like, what are the odds? Let's be honest, this normally just doesn't happen. I also asked myself, what were 3 teenage girls doing in a hotel room alone with a grown man? Let's be honest, many of us know the entertainment industry is littered with weirdos who tend to like younger girls. They love flying overseas to fourth world countries like Barbados, where money can buy them anything, even young girls. This allows them to participate in their sick desires and keeps them from getting caught. Why else would he meet 3 teenage girls in a hotel room alone? Even when Evan talks about this event, he explains how he didn't even know Rihanna could sing because pretty girls usually can't sing. It wasn't like he was in Barbados looking for talent either. He was on vacation looking for a good time. I believe that after he got what he wanted, he realized that he can use Rihanna because of her look. He even states that her aura and her figure convinced him she had the it factor before she would even sing. It's obvious Rihanna was chosen to be a Masonic puppet that very day, and we can see proof of that in many occasions. Rihanna, just like many other Masonic puppets, can be seen showing her Masonic alliance time and time again. Photo after photo, we see Rihanna showing the one-eye symbolism. In this photo here, we see her doing the one-eye symbolism while placing a finger over her lips, displaying shush on her fingers. It couldn't be more obvious than this. Rihanna's openly showing she took the Masonic oath, and she is sworn to secrecy. In this photo here, we see her throwing up the all-seeing eye hand gesture. In this photo, we see Rihanna with a serpent placed over one of her eyes, showing her Masonic alliance. We all know that the serpent represents Lucifer, who I believe Rihanna sold her soul to. Photo after photo, we see Rihanna displaying the one-eye symbolism. I don't understand how people see just about every celebrity doing the same pose or hand gestures and not think nothing of it. Gangs have hand signs for a reason. They use it to identify each other. So do the Freemasons and the Occult. This is what we're seeing from these celebrities. They are showing us who they represent. Something else that stood out to me was how it's claimed she signed her deal. When I was researching Rihanna's come-up, I was surprised that they mentioned she was signed at exactly 3 a.m. What professional establishment conducts business at 3 a.m.? They made sure to mention she signed this deal at 3 a.m. for a reason. As we know, 3 a.m. is the devil's hour. They waited to exactly 3 in the morning to sign her to a 6-project deal. The symbolism has been open from the start. We all know business deals tend to happen in the daytime during business hours. Why did they have to wait until exactly 3 a.m. to have her sign this record deal? We know why. Rihanna was initiated into the industry and chosen to play a role. The next obvious thing I noticed was the industry's routine good girl gone bad agenda. Like I said before in multiple videos, the record labels love presenting their young pop stars with a good girl gone bad image. This makes parents put their guard down and allow their children to listen to these artists, which then allows their children to be influenced by these artists' music. Then once the artist starts to age, they flip their image into a bad girl, making them push a bad girl image and flipping their entire message. The worst part is, parents don't even notice as their kids start to slowly change alongside the music. Rihanna even named her third album Good Girl Gone Bad openly, showing the world what agenda she is being used for. We see more proof that Rihanna took the Masonic oath in her music video for her song S&M. Rihanna herself admitted to being a Masonic princess in this music video. The video starts with Rihanna being taped onto a wall while she is singing and performing for an audience. This scene represents her initiation into the music industry, as she was picked up as a young teen and thrown into the industry, being told what to do every step of the way. She has been a puppet since the moment Jay-Z signed her. She's never truly had control of her life or her career, as Rihanna was used with the sole purpose of spreading the Masonic agenda. As Rihanna is taped up, we can see one of the people in the video start writing Illuminati out on the page of the book she has in her hand. Clearly, they were letting us know Rihanna was an artist made and controlled by the Masons. The video continues with what seems to be a party. We have already spoken about the secret Hollywood parties that go on in the industry. It is known that the elite and celebrities attend eyes wide shut themed parties like we recently saw with Doja Cat. We already know rituals take place at these private parties. At the end of the video, we can see Rihanna with her hair positioned to cover one of her eyes, as behind her, we can see the word Illuminati Princess slide across the screen. Whenever you see these artists mention the Illuminati, they are referring to the Masonic Order, as they're not truly part of the Illuminati. In the music video, Rihanna is clearly letting the world know that she is a Masonic princess created to push the Masonic agenda. And we can see in her Better Have My Money video that Rihanna is also into blood rituals. The video starts with Rihanna arriving at a home carrying a very large case. Right at the beginning of this video, we can see that they present Rihanna once again with her hair placed over one eye, showing the one eye symbolism. In the video, she goes into a building and then throws a woman into the suitcase. By the end of the video, we see Rihanna covered in blood, sitting inside that very case, now full of money. This scene openly depicts a ritual offering for fame and money. We once again see Rihanna with the one-eye symbolism in the thumbnail for her music video Disturbia. Disturbia is one of the most satanic music videos I have seen, and in my opinion, proves that Rihanna is an occultist who performs occultic rituals. The video immediately starts with the one-eye symbolism, as again, we see Rihanna being shown defenseless as she is being controlled. We are then shown Rihanna possessed with her eyes demonically glowing. With this video, they are openly showing the world who is truly in control of Rihanna. Next, we need to talk about Rihanna's 2012 VMA performance that featured her baby father A$AP Rocky. Just like all the other award shows we have covered in the past on this channel, the satanic imagery was to the max. The performance started with Rihanna sitting in a golden throne inside of the mouth of a serpent. Clearly, the serpent represents Lucifer, with the performance representing Lucifer's throne. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were showing the world exactly who they truly serve. I have done videos on Rocky in the past, and in my opinion, I have proven that Rocky and Rihanna are both occultists who practice occultic magic. Throughout the entire event, you can see the serpent being shown on the big screen behind Rihanna. Even Rihanna's outfit is Masonic, as she can be seen dressed in all red with an Anak cross on her blouse, a symbol that the Masons took from ancient Egypt. We again see more Masonic imagery coming from Rihanna's Umbrella music video, one of her biggest hits yet. In the video, we can see Rihanna and Jay-Z, her puppet master, showing their Masonic alliance. In this scene, we see Rihanna inside the triangle, openly showing admiration to the Masonic order. I don't understand how people can see Rihanna do all of this and not question none of it. In my opinion, it's obvious Rihanna sold her soul to the devil and took the Masonic oath in order to have the world. It's the reason she made it to the very top of the world. Only Lucifer would give a person the world. God would grant you everlasting life in paradise instead. These Masonic puppets have chosen their paradise on earth. We already learned on this channel that talent alone doesn't get you a mainstream career. You need to be connected and you have to take the oath. It is clear what Rihanna's purpose is. She promotes a good girl image that has been corrupted by sin. She makes living a life of sin look pleasant and desirable, pushing a blatant satanic agenda to her mostly female fans that are blindly following it. Rihanna aligned herself with Jay-Z from the start of her career, a man who has built an entire career by using his Masonic connections and following the principles of Crowley. We must remember, as we listen to these artists, we cannot allow them to manipulate us. We must stay aware of their goal and know that they're trying to affect your way of thinking and change your behavior. They know music can program you. That's why the Masons have used it to brainwash the masses since the beginning. We must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. And we also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. But before you go, I just wanted to let my Patreons know I just dropped a new Patreon exclusive video on the Netflix movie The Platform. So if you're one of my Patreons, make sure you go check it out. I also want to let my Patreons know that I will be dropping a new video on the 30th. It would be a part 2 on the Balenciaga incident. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon, where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truthfist store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make helps with the funding of Truth Records. The link to the Truthfist store is also in the description. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. If you like this video, please leave a like, as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.